Another idea I had was about what kind of girls to not date, what kind of girls to avoid for the most part. This should be a quick one. I don't know, but for the most part, these are the list of the things that if you see in a girl, just avoid. Fake nails, that's a big one. Fake nails that are shiny or just popping out of the room, just really trying to get attention. Those kinds of nails. Fake eyelashes when they're really just out there, or just even whether it's the ghetto eyelashes or whether even it's the suburb like insect fly legs kind of eyelashes. Fake eyebrows, that's another one. When they have fake eyebrows just out there. When they have fake eyebrows, there's in the ghetto world. They're really thick ones, or they're really back then it was the really penciled in ones. Or even in the suburb world, they do that. The waspy world, there's this fake eyebrow stuff as well. I think it's more emphasized in the ghetto world though. In the urban world, let's put it like that. I don't know. What other one? Fake blondes. That's another big one. That's more in the waspy world. Fake blondes. Avoid the fake blondes. Those are some of the worst when they're brunette and they're fake blonde. And a lot of times these girls are just simple plain Janes, and they start trying to body max, and then they dye their hair blonde, and they get fit, and all of a sudden they're like a Stacy. When really you look them up back then, and they're just like any normal brunette. So yeah, and then another one is a lot of makeup, cake up. This is heavy in both the urban world and in the Becky world. Becky, wannabe Stacy world, whatever. They have different kinds of makeup, but either way they're caked. There's the I'm not wearing makeup kind of makeup, which I think every guy's figured out by now. This is more in the waspy world. I'm not wearing makeup kind of makeup, which can be caked a lot of times. It's caked a lot of times. And then in the urban world, obviously, they're much more. It's more easy to see like what they're trying to do with the blush and all that. So there's the urban kind of makeup, cake up. Another one is the voice. In urban world, it's the very ghetto chola voice, very masculine. They curse a lot, very unfeminine. But in the waspy world, it's the same thing. It's the very kind of Barbie doll, but it's like Barbie doll now mixed with Kardashian vocal fry. This very low effort voice where they kind of have no bass. It's just like I was just like literally fucking that guy, like that kind of valley accent, porn star. I call it the porn star accent, but that's just me. If they have the porn star accent, and then in the urban world, if they have the hood, like just masculine accent. Another one is if they curse. That's another thing to avoid for a girl, a girl that you want to date. If they curse in any way, cuss, whatever, then yeah, it's a no-go. Yeah. Another one is if they have tattoos of any sort. This is much more heavier in the urban world. If they have tattoos all over, or on their thigh, on the leg, on the arm, you name it, then they're not girls you want to date for the most part. Impulsive kind of people that get that tattoos, usually not girls that you want to date. In the waspy world, it used to be that they never have tattoos, but in Gen Z they're getting more tattoos, so good luck. But yeah, so in them, they're starting to get tattoos on their arms, like little signatures, on their legs, on their hands, like small ones. But who knows if it gets bigger in the next 10 years, where they're to the point where they're doing it around their, similar to the urban world. So we'll see with that. I think I got it mostly covered. I talked about the accent, that was a big one. Let's see, hair, I talked about the eyes, Botox lips as well. You'd be surprised how many. That's more in the waspy world, because a lot of white girls don't really have much lips, so you'd be surprised how many of them get Botox on their lips. That usually comes along with a boob job. And when you think of a boob job and Botox, you think of like Ice-T's wife, or you think of someone very ballooned up, nah, you'd be surprised. Like Instagrammy girls that supposedly look just hot and perfect, or a lot of them, and they look natural too. A lot of them are Botoxed. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. High heels. When a girl likes to wear high heels a lot, that's another big one. When they're like, when they like to wear high heels most all the time, they're trying to look important and they're not trying to tower over men. That's a big one. And then if they wear stuff that's revealing of their thighs, that's another big one. You don't want to date if their thighs are showing and they're like making themselves erotic, trying to create boners for their men. That's a big one. If they're trying to get like if they're doing Instagram pics, now Instagram I think is fine, but depends. If they're doing like pictures with their family or with their friends and they're not trying to photo max every single picture, I think that's fine. But if they're trying to like photo max every picture, like I've seen Becky try to photo max every picture to the point where they're trying to make themselves look like a 7 so bad, like a 7 or 8, but really they're normal average Janes, but every picture of them is photo maxed. Like their makeup, the lighting is perfect, and they're in the beach, and they'll put captions like "I'm a princess," like stuff like that. They're trying to become like this entitled princess on Instagram. That's a big sign that you don't want to date that kind of girl. One that's just the entitled princess mentality, and another one is that she's revealing like her thighs and bikini and stuff like that. So look, these are all requirements of girls that, for the most part, you don't want to date. I mean, now if you have much less standards than me, then yeah, you might date them. But for me, those are my standards. Every guy has their different standards, but yeah, those are my standards I recommend.